hello there, I'm Christine and welcome to my channel, and today I'm wanting to talk about some of the cards that people find uncomfortable, scary, all of those things. When I meet people and tell them that I'm a tarot reader, a lot of people say, oh God, those cards, they scare me, I don't know how you can do it. Or what do you do when the death card comes up? Do you tell people when they're going to die? All sorts of images come up, and some people even say, when I'm sort of like, a lot of people buy a tarot deck and then they ask me to mentor them, to sort of kick them off and help to learn the tarot, and then they say, well, what would I do if that card come up and I was reading for myself? Am I going to die, or is the person I'm reading for going to die? And I say, whoa, hold on a minute. I've had these cards in my hand since I was 15 years of age, and I haven't died, and yet I've come across all these cards at different times, and yes, they have a meaning, but they're not as intense a meaning as is portrayed in the movies. Remember, tarot is a divination tool, and it's a tool used these days to help us navigate through life. Now, that could be something good's going to happen, an exciting event's going to happen, and we want to sort of double check with the cards to make sure, am I dreaming? Is this too good to be true? Or perhaps it is some challenging time we're in our life, or we're at a crossroads and we're looking for some clarity, guidance, insights and answers. So the first card I'm wanting to talk about is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man historically is a card where people were traitors and hung out to dry, literally, and they were there put on display to show the world this person had done wrong. In today's context, it is a card of waiting, nothing happening. And whilst we're here, look at the card. He's not doing much. He's upside down. He's got his hands tied behind his back, and he's got a rope there, so nothing is happening. So this is a card of waiting it out, seeing what happens. And sometimes some people will say that once you've done that waiting time and had that patience, perhaps a new insight comes in, or you start to see things from a different perspective. That is possible as well. Our next card can be the Death card. Now, Death card does not mean death literally in the physical sense. It means something in your life is going to end. It could be the end of a job, it could be the end of a relationship, it could be the end of something dreadful time you've been going through. A lot of people come for readings and they've been going through quite some challenging situation, and the Death card can be a welcoming card to say, well, I've got good news for you, because the cards are saying your challenging time that you're going through, this situation you're going through that's been challenging you for so long, is now coming to a close. And as you know, as one door closes, other doors open as to opportunities, and it allows you to clear away the stuff, if you look at the card, and keep moving on. Now, our next card that often sort of can be challenging for people is the Devil card. And the Devil card appears, as you can see, there's these people chained up here, roped up in this case, and someone there is on top. Which with the winged ugly person. And one of the best things with the devil is to mock the devil, and we laugh at him, and that's why he's usually drawn in such a hideous fashion. But with this card, perhaps your client or you are in a situation that you do not wish to be in, and you're wanting to break free from a situation or something, a challenge in your life that is got a little bit of a hold on you and you would like to break free of. Or if you look at it, often when I talk to people, I say, this problem here, you're going to get on top of it, meaning break free from it, be in control of it. So who's in control? You're going to be in control. It ponders lots of questions. So it's a challenging card, but it is not the end of the world. Our next card in our scary card talk is the Tower. And a lightning bolt hits and people fall in and there's a separation. Now sometimes we need a shake up to break free from patterns or situations which are no longer good for us or serving us, helping us, all those things. And often it takes that shake up to give us a wake up to sort of think, well, what is important? What is it that I want? And all those various other things. So often this card turns up, people go, oh, the Tower. I attract that all the time. Life's going to turn to hell, and the roof's going to come off, and all things are going to happen. But in reality, it is usually just a shake-up that you need that brings about change. And this is one of those cards, and that's quite cathartic to be able to have a shake-up, release, and let go. And our last card in the scary cards is the Moon, and this is a card of lies, deceit, and gossip. And when this card turns up, you need to have your wits about you, because things are not what they seem. Think about it. When you go out at night and it's a nighttime thing, you can see a bit, but it is not quite as clear and as certain as you would like it to be. And so that card can give a lot of uncertainty, and it could be a card of advice of to wait a bit. You can't see things right yet, see what happens. But definitely lies, deceit, all that deception that comes under the umbrella of deception. Now, we need to be aware of, when we're looking at cards, not only these cards and all cards are influenced by whatever cards are beside them in a reading, unless you're drawing a one card read. And secondly, it's all contextual to the question that you ask. Now, this card is a scary card because it could be someone might say to me, oh, I'm going to open a coffee shop and I want to know how it's going to go. And this card turns up first up, and you think, well, maybe you better wait and see, because things aren't going to move that quick. Have you looked into everything? Have you checked this? And it opens up a conversation of things are going to move slowly. So hypothetically, with our question with this card about opening a coffee shop or whatever, you would be wanting to open it up and start seeing your money come in and get returns. Well, if this card turns up and it's slow, you may be getting a little bit stressed from that. So just to give you an idea, it's all about the question and the context the card is in the question. In a different context is someone may ask, well, everything's rushing, I need to know what I'm going to do next. And this card turns up and it would be, well, wait, have a pause. And maybe when you've had a pause, you're going to start to see things from a different perspective by giving yourself that time. So I hope these cards have helped you. I'd love to know what card is the scariest card for you when you do your own readings, or if you're sitting there in front of someone doing a reading and a card turns up. What is the card that sort of gives you that initial freak out and go, oh gosh, that's turned up? Because these cards are built into us through movies and things like that to have that reaction. But in reality, once you sort of take a breath and step back and really look at the pictures when you're reading cards, then you realize, I got it. I know what this card is really trying to tell me. This card has a message for me and it's going to help me. So I hope this video has helped you. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.